participation in eye health. It's a conversation we're going to have today. So have you ever noticed how participation changes everything? Whether it's joining a gym, whether it's showing up for your kids, your family, your loved ones, maybe some friends, helping out in the community, possibly. Participation makes the difference. It makes a difference between growth and decline. We'll talk about that. So what is participation, right? We participate in a lot of things. We may choose to participate. There's always a choice in participation. It's free will. We can participate in things like exercising to get stronger, right? Physically working our bodies out, cardiovascular health, stretching to get stronger. We can participate in certain types of diet, right? These are health related. We can participate in different types of beliefs in religion, right? Even politics. We're not getting into politics, but these are choices and ideologies that we participate in, right? Habits. We participate in learning, asking questions, being involved, being proactive. We can participate in relationships by listening and showing up for people, not just physically, but emotionally, showing up with an open heart, with receptivity and care and concern and compassion for people. If we don't participate, we simply don't connect. And if we don't connect, it's hard to improve. It's really simple as that. So when it comes to eye health, again, we have an option and we have opportunities to participate. And as I see it, there's really three forms of participation when it comes to our eye health. We can choose to participate in proactive, can-do ways that are going to help us recover and preserve vision, right? We participate in advocacy. We participate in things we can do, not only mindsets, but belief systems and habits and the things that we can do and things we should not do that are going to help that are going to tax our vision, right? So that's one form of participation. We can also participate in the belief system that there's nothing that can be done and that nothing can help, right? The kind of doom and gloom. That is a form of participation, right? You participating, and again, if you guys have joined a lot of different Facebook groups or meta groups, that you know there's a lot of doom and gloom. There's a lot of participation of complaining and misery. And I get it. Yeah, this is difficult stuff that you're dealing with. But what conversations are you choosing to participate in it when it comes to your vision? And then finally, you can choose to not participate, which is a participation, right? You're going to choose not to participate as a way of participate, and that's opting out. So that looks like kind of burying your head in your sand. Selective ignorance is what we call it. You're ignoring the situation and you don't want to deal with it. So that is more of a stress response, a fight or flight, but that is a lack of participation is still a choice, right? And you are the participating and the non-participating. So it's still participating. So those mindsets, again, so if we look at these two and we talk about what type of mindsets that we have, again, we look at specifically positive and negative, again, it's pretty self-evident that those who are going to focus and participate in proactive, positive mindsets, habits, and skill sets around vision recovery and long-term preservation are going to have a certain outcome, right? You're probably going to at least feel better because you have a purpose. You have a hope. You have ideas. You have thought processes that are positive and forward moving, so that you can do things, think in certain ways, create certain habits, and follow through with these daily habits or activities and mindsets that are going to help support healthy vision. You can also doom and gloom, like, screw it, I'm just going to eat, drink whatever I want. I'm going to drink alcohol. I'm going to eat junk food. I'm going to stay up late, do drugs, just things that are toxic to your body, not only physically, but mentally, right? Again, listen to people, listen to, negative doctors who are like, oh, nothing can be done. There's certainly nothing that can help your situation and participate in that negativity, and that is going to have its own result, right? You're going to have a negative result. You're going to believe that there's nothing that can be done, and the actions that you will take based on that participation and subsequent belief system is that you will do nothing. And you will believe nothing, and you're focused that you are doomed, that you are helpless and hopeless and waiting on maybe something or someone to save you. You're waiting for a savior rather than being your own savior, right? And taking your own action. So it's important to understand that these mindsets will guide our level of participation, right? So you choose. What are you going to participate in? And I recommend that you consider the outcome of the choice of what you're participating and who are the people you are surrounding yourself with who are participating, right? Because participation is social, usually. Either one or more. Like you and I are participating right now. You're participating in listening to this video. But we have larger groups. You're participating in our Facebook group. You're participating perhaps in our YouTube channel and watching this. You participate by commenting, asking questions as you do inside our forums. So the more you participate, the more you get out of it, right? So that's my question for you today. What are you going to choose now that you're aware of this conversation of participation? What are you going to choose to participate? And just evaluate, what have you been participating possibly that is not in your best interest? So I invite you to take an audit of what ideas, what thoughts, feelings, habits you're participating in. Don't necessarily change yet. Just audit and see who are you talking to, what communities are you in, what are your habits, what are your thought processes, and is that serving you? Is that useful? And you may choose to change the way you participate. If you have any questions, I want to hear what you have to think about this. Dr. Andy Rosenfarb, your vision is our mission. Take care.